Hi, I'm Rose Cushing, host of Carolina Hoofbeats TV. Today we're in Lumberton, North Carolina at the Miss Rodeo North Carolina pageant. And this is a really cool pageant because this pageant gives girls an opportunity to travel around the country and tell everybody how great North Carolina is and promote the sport of rodeo. The sport of rodeo is really important to our industry because there's nowhere else on the planet, any sport, football, racing cars, all of that stuff, that has as many true fans that are great core value Americans, and we're very proud of that. So we'll be back in just a minute. Stay tuned. We're talking to Devin Redding, and Devin was the 2015 Miss Rodeo North Carolina, the very first queen that was elected in our state for a long, long time. She's done an amazing job at helping Lindsay Harper Willis get this organization up and rolling again. So Devin, tell us a little bit about what you think about the organization and where it's headed.
Well, Rose, I think we are off to a great start with the pageant this year. This is the third pageant we've held. This is the third queen we've crowned, and every year it just keeps getting better and better. The quality of our contestants, their knowledge, their horsemanship skills, every single year I'm just amazed. Not only by our Miss contestants, but also by our younger girls. And I just see really, really bright things coming from our junior misses and our teens and even our sweethearts in the future. Lindsay and I are just hoping to grow this organization as much as possible. Our goal is to give young ladies in North Carolina educational opportunities, both inside and outside of the arena. So this year was our first year that we gave away a scholarship, which has been a dream of Lindsay and mine since we started the pageant. I mean, that is a dream come true for us, to be able to hand a girl a check so that she can go and follow her dreams and continue her education. And so it's only going to get better from here.
When we were in the pageant today, and I was lucky enough to be one of the judges, you were talking about all the accomplishments of the girls. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the things they've done this year? Because, you know, when you first think about a pageant, you think it's a beauty pageant, it's no big deal. But these ladies are a credit to our communities, and I want you to know some of the things they've done.
Our girls are amazing. Our court this year was absolutely phenomenal. So our teen queen, Taylor King, she was able to raise over $3,000 for a nonprofit therapeutic riding organization that she's worked with for years. So I had the opportunity to go with her when she presented the check at one of their galas that they had and their benefit dinners. And it was just fantastic to see not only the children's face light up, but also everyone who works on the staff of that organization. They do phenomenal things there, and she has done phenomenal things for that organization and for our state.
And how old is Taylor?
Taylor is 19.
Okay.
Yes. So, I mean, so young,
yes,
but just amazing how she's just filled huge boots.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, our queen this year, has traveled all over the country promoting the professional sport of rodeo, and she's also made it her mission to really connect with youth all around North America. So even when she was in Canada, she was still seeking out opportunities to meet underprivileged youth and show them that they can follow their dreams. And I don't know if she's talked to you about it, but she has a great story with her chaps. So on the back of her chaps, she's had every child that she's met sign their name and also put their dreams. So some of them say, I want to be an NFL player when I grow up. I want to be a professional bull rider. I want to be an astronaut. And she goes out and she shows these kids there is no star that's too high for them to reach for. She just shows them that you can follow your dreams. You can realize your dreams. I'm doing it right now as a rodeo queen. So they have been phenomenal. They're a great asset to our organization, to our state, and to our industry.
And they're amazing ladies, and the group this weekend at the pageant were equally amazing.
Absolutely.
It was a very, very hard decision to pick winners, for sure. Tell me what you see on the horizon for them.
I think all the ladies have a very bright future. I said it to the crowd at the pageant, I don't fear for the future of our industry or the sport of professional rodeo at all, because I see the hands that it's in. And it's the hands of these young ladies. And they are intelligent, they're gregarious, they are talented, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. So for those who did not get crowned this year, I hope they find inspiration in the pageant and in the queens who did get crowned, and I hope they come back next year to compete again.
Now, to put on a pageant like this and to help these girls realize their dreams is a very expensive process.
Yes.
How can businesses out here who are watching get involved with the pageant?
Absolutely, that's a great question. So we offer different levels of sponsorship packets. You can go on our Facebook page, Miss Rodeo North Carolina. We're also opening up a website soon, which we're very excited about. So we'll have information on there about how businesses can support us, not only through donations in kind, but also through monetary donations. And all of those donations go directly to supporting our girls in the pageant. So they either go to our scholarship that we established, which we would love to grow. They go to giving great prizes to the girls who win, and that's not only the crowns and the banners for the young ladies who were crowned as part of the court this year, but also specialty awards for a speech winner, the personality winner, the photogenic winner, Miss Congeniality. We have all these special awards that we really hope inspire young ladies. So businesses can absolutely reach out to myself or Lindsay if they're interested in supporting our pageant. We say it's not only for our benefit, but it's also for their benefit, because now they have a whole new group of talented young ladies that are going to go out and promote their business.
Very, very nice. And what about the young ladies at home that want to be part of this? How can they get up with you and participate?
Well, the first thing I would suggest they do is to check out our Facebook page. That has a wealth of information in it, and we always post new stuff that our queens are doing. Even our littlest sweethearts, we make sure to post all the events that they're getting involved in. If girls look at this, they can really get a feel for the type of commitment and the type of activities that we expect them to do, because it is a commitment. It's a pretty big commitment for the Miss contestant, as she needs to go to Las Vegas during the NFR in December and compete for the title of Miss Rodeo America. But there's a whole year behind that she fills with appearances and charity work and sponsorship appearances and all sorts of stuff. So I would say first get an idea of what our pageant is like, and then absolutely reach out to Lindsay or myself. We're more than happy to answer questions, and we love talking to young people about what we do.
And one other question, how can businesses have your queens come to their business and make appearances?
Great question. So for our sponsors who sponsor either banners or crowns or any of our other awards, we give them a special priority and we allow our queens to go do appearances on their behalf. We also have good relationships with businesses who support Miss Rodeo America, and our Miss Queen will make appearances at their place of business. So like I said before, the sponsorship program we have is mutually beneficial. We really want to help those businesses grow that support our industry, our equine and agricultural industry, and we also want to support our program. So it's really, really a mutually beneficial program.
All right, I know it's been a worthwhile event for me today and following you from the very beginning, and I hope that our viewers out there will want to take part in all this too. Thank you for spending time with me.
Thank you.
Hey, my name's Brian Barefoot, 11-time International Finals rodeo qualifier. I rodeoed for a living all over the country, and I've fed about every type of feed there are. When I come home, I wanted to come talk to Paul Dunn at Mill City Feeds and come up with a better feed for my performance horses. That resulted in Maximum Prime horse feed. It's got alfalfa, probiotics, beet pulp, everything that performance horse is looking for. So if you need a feed for your performance horse, come see Paul Dunn.
These are your 2018 Miss Rodeo North Carolina Sweethearts. These girls have done amazing today. So let's start crowning them, girls. The judges asked her, she said she loved the movie Frozen, so they asked her could she sing Let It Go, and her response was, I need more practice time. Best answer. Ready? Miss April.
I'll do a big U and wave.
And last but not least, Miss Alicia.
So with me now is Allison Henson, and Allison has just come back from North Carolina Quarter Horse Congress, and she's the newly elected South Carolina Quarter Horse Queen, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what was your role today at the Miss Rodeo pageant?
So today I had the honor of being a judge here at the pageant. We judged the interview portion, the horsemanship, and it was a really good experience to have here.
Now, one of the questions today that you asked, and it was a very good question, is what is the stifle? Can you tell us what is the stifle? Nobody seemed to get that answer.
Yes, so the stifle is on the back end of the horse. It has to deal with the movement of the hock. It's very important. When I was at Congress, when Benny Masters asked me that question, and it stumped almost all of the girls, so I thought that was really important to ask because many girls don't think about that being an interview question, and it is important to know the function of your horse, what their bodies does, because they're amazing creatures, and if you didn't have them, you wouldn't be here in this competition today.
And the stifle's kind of like the back leg,
It's like
back
the
leg
knee
knee.
of the horse.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, very good.
The human knee.
Tell me a little bit about your platform as the South Carolina Quarter Horse Association Queen.
So I've taken on a cancer platform this year, myself along with the 2016 All-American Quarter Horse Congress Queen Amy Brown, and I did a fundraiser in which we both have National Childhood Cancer Awareness LaGrange leather boots. So we collected $25, a donation per day for the month of September, which is National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So in total we raised $1,800, and then we have a company that matched all of the money that we raised. So we raised over $2,600 that all went to children with cancer.
That's amazing. What a great platform to stand on because that's so sad.
Yes, it was a very good thing to do, and we raised all of that, the $2,600 in 1 month. So if we could plan out it better for the next year, we'd be able to raise a lot more money.
Awesome. So what's on your bucket list for the future? What are you going to do with the rest of your life?
The rest of my life, I plan on graduating college with my Bachelor's of Science degree in Human Services in May, and I'm going to continue to take over my mother's business. She owns an oil company, a grading company, and a commercial real estate company.
Wow.
So I'm going to be the human resource manager for all the companies. So I have very large shoes to fill, and I am planning on competing or trying to qualify for the AQHA World Show for next year in the hunter under saddle events. So
Very nice.
I have a lot on my plate.
What a strong mentor.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for spending time with me.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome to 411 New Hope Church Road in Turkey, North Carolina. This amazing equestrian compound is the prior location of renowned Carroll's Cutting Horses and is a turnkey horse facility ready to accommodate multiple families or a large equestrian operation. This ranch is comprised of approximately 485 acres. With facilities so extensive, only a site visit will confirm their magnitude. The grain bins, dog kennels, backup generators, and other assets add to the enormous equestrian campus. So call us for a complete list today. Call Gardner Reynolds or Frank Gombatz, brokers, for more information and a showing. Legacy Farms and Ranches of North Carolina, a premier marketing platform for farms, ranches, and recreational properties.
Our second runner-up goes to Miss Crystal McLean. Handled herself with such poise. Don't go nowhere, get your picture. Our first runner-up is Miss Jessie Bateman. Jessie was our personality winner today. She did an amazing job. And our Miss Teen Rodeo North Carolina 2018 is Miss Emily Grace Spencer. We got you spotted.
We are with Teen Miss Rodeo North Carolina, Emily Grace Swenson, who just won that title today and will officially take her crown in January of 2018. Emily Grace, tell me a little bit about your experience with the pageant today.
Well, honestly, I haven't had much experience at all with the pageant today. I have been writing English mainly my entire life, But a few years ago, I went to a rodeo, and I was so interested in everything that they did, and I really wanted to do it. And last year, I actually came and I saw the pageant the same pageant that I'm doing, and I loved it. And I was like, I'm gonna do this next year. And I said that, but I really didn't think that I was actually going to do it because I had very little experience in the rodeo world. But here I am today, and I learned so much about it, and I look forward to learning so much more about the rodeo world.
So moving forward, what do you plan to do with your title? What are you going to try to seek out kids? Are you going to work on adults, or what do you?
Kids would be a main focus. I really enjoy working with younger kids, and they make me so happy. And I know that they're going to be the next generation, so the younger kids. So I think to give them the knowledge that I have, even though they might not know it all, I know that those kids are going to be the people that are going to, when they're older, they're going to be the ones to grow this organization further. So
where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I'm always going to ride horses my entire life. It is the one thing that I love most in the world is riding horses. So I know that I'm never going to give that up. But I don't know if I'm going to do English or go into the rodeo world, but I just know that I'm never going to give up horse, because horses are like my best friend, and I can share everything that I want to with them. So I know that I'm never going to give that up.
One thing for sure, they don't tell, do they?
No. Yes, they're always loyal.
There you go. Well, thank you for spending some time with me, and best of luck with your new title, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Are you thinking about a career with horses?
I love this. We love this. I love this. I love this. I love this.
We know. You'll love it too.
Say we may have high numbers, but I think you can all agree we had high quality as well. So big round of everybody up here today. This was a very close contest. Our second runner-up is Miss Samantha. And I also want to give Samantha a hand. Why did I call you Samantha? Yeah, I got her name. I was like, what are her names? Samantha is a United States veteran. Let's all give her a round of applause. And by a very slim margin, our first runner-up is Miss Bailey Foote. Today, she volunteered to loan horses to other contestants and help in any way possible. And she's exactly the kind of personality that this pageant exemplifies and brings out. So we're really thankful to have you today. And Miss Rodeo North Carolina 2018 goes to Miss Sabrina Smith. And girls, we have some pins coming for the sashes.
With me now is Sabrina Smith from Transylvania, North Carolina, and Sabrina is the brand new 2018 Miss Rodeo North Carolina winner. So Sabrina, tell us a little bit about you and your background with horses.
My background with
It's okay.
My background with horses is I have a lot of experience on the vet side. I am a vet tech. I did just finish school, and I work for a really, really awesome, well-known surgeon in Western North Carolina, and then I also do a lot with my large animal vet, do a lot of apprenticeships, so I know a lot about the equine science portion of it. I also give lessons to younger children at my stables, and I've recently just opened my stables up as a boarding stable. I would have never had that vision in my head. I thought I was going to be going to rodeos every weekend and things like that, but I do like the business side of rodeo also. So
Very nice. And you were telling us earlier that you are working with some PTSD folks that suffer from that from the military.
yes, so my platform this year will be on mental illness awareness. And targeting to the veterans of our military, because I have a lot of background with that. Both my parents were in the military and both served in war, and a lot of my family members have. And mental awareness in the veterans is not a well-known case, like, you know, breast cancer and how they have the ribbons and everything like that. I feel like it should be more known because it is, you know, it is a mental disease, and I feel like it should be out there a little bit more.
Tell us a little bit about the kinds of things that you were asked to do today. What kind of categories did they judge you on?
We had the written test, which was in the morning. Then we had a impromptu question, and then a impromptu speech. And so with the question, we drawed it out of the bowl, and we gave our best answer in a short amount of time. We had to think on our feet very quickly. Second, we had about 5 minutes to write a speech. And luckily, I have public speaking knowledge, and I've done it before. So it's something that came fluidly for me. I wasn't really concerned about it that much.
Very good. What would you think was the hardest thing that you had to tackle today?
Well, I definitely had a case of running on horse time. I have a really good horse at home that could have done this amazingly, and I went with my heart instead of my brain today, and I brought a horse that I wanted to be sentimental with. It's a horse I've trained from the ground up, but he hasn't had as much experience. He hasn't been trailered in over a year since I started training him, and this is his first time in an indoor arena. And so it really took a toll on him, and he just, I guess, you know, some people don't like the spotlight. His owner, yes, I love the spotlight, but he just didn't like it, and so we battled with that. But overall, I think that was my hardest challenge today, honestly.
One of the things that impressed me a lot about you doing your horsemanship, you had a really hard time, and he was not doing what he was supposed to be doing, and you were very kind and loving to him and forgiving of him, and that really touched my heart. So good job there.
Well, thank you so much.
You let him be more important than winning, and that was a really good thing.
Thank you so much. That'll always come. My horses will always come first in the safety of my horses.
Yeah, very good. Well, thank you for spending time. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you so much.
I'm very excited to see what you bring to the table for the future.
Thank you so much. I am very excited to represent North Carolina. So.
Thank you.
This is our field of dreams. At the heart of these flowers is a decade of non-GMO crop development, bringing together a community of independent UK farmers who share our belief that we are what we care about. Together, we're cultivating an omega-rich crop that not only supports your horse's health, it also supports the very world that sustains us. With every master batch of ahi flower oil we create, we're providing the richest plant-based, ocean-friendly source of omegas for you and your horse. Ahi flower oil, balanced equine omegas that your horse will love.
Hi, my name's Dr. Kim Crivet, owner of North Star Veterinary Hospital and North Star Stables. I'd like to introduce to you Robert Chase, my husband, who is the barn manager, and this is Jessica Fair, my practice manager over at the clinic, North Star Veterinary Hospital, and also she has been studying equine science for over 17 years. So she is the one that I go to for when I need special legs being wrapped. So there are a few different reasons why you would want to wrap your horse's legs. If your horse may have a bowed tendon, which is when the tendon looks like a bow and arrow and it would be swollen, or if maybe this leg is hurt and he's going to be standing more on this leg, we would want to do a support wrap. There are other things too, that if we have maybe a splint bone that needs to be wrapped and it's healing from a fracture, or we have just injected the tendons, etc. So Jessica's going to go through the basic wrapping. You always want to start away from the wound. So if we have a wound on the outside of the leg, she started her wrap on the inside, and you're going to go from the front to the back when you're on the outside. So front to back. And this is called a pillow wrap, which is thicker, so you have less chance of damaging the tendons and ligaments further. And then this next thing that she is putting on is called, I call it a track bandage. Some people call it a standing wrap. And I like it because it's about 10 feet long and it stretches in all angles. And so she is getting it nice and firm. And with the fact that she has a polo wrap on, it's very thick and she is not going to be able to do damage to the leg. This is also good information to have, let's say if you're out trail riding and you need to wrap your horse's legs also. If there's a cut or a wound or something like that. But horses' legs need to be wrapped because they will swell, and we're trying to decrease the swelling. And also while they're healing from being injected or having other therapies done to them. So that is the proper way of wrapping a horse's leg.
The Mann Center of North Carolina presents 3 legendary artists. The Embers featuring Craig Woolard. The Original Tams. And the chairman of the board. For tickets or more information, visit us online at SanfordArtsandVine.com. Don't miss the Sanford Arts and Vine Beach Music Festival, May the 12th, 2018, at the Mann Center of North Carolina in Sanford.
Hi, I'm Jerry King from Parkton, North Carolina, Jerry King's Training. We've got a new TV show coming out, From the Ground Up. We're going to be covering a lot of things and my beliefs and my methods of working horses that I've been doing for 50 years. We're going to be working a horse from the ground up. I hope you watch my show. Hopefully we can help you with your horse from the ground up at your house.